guys, it's Letitia from youngfinances.com. Today we're talking about how to budget for groceries. In order to budget for groceries, you're gonna wanna set a budget, obviously. So think about how much you want to spend each month and think about how much you like to eat. So if you know you like to eat higher quality foods, if you like organic, your budget is probably gonna be a little bit higher. Just kind of keep in mind the way you like to eat, how you like to eat, so that you can figure out your food budget. Now that you have your grocery budget set, you can start planning your meals. So you don't have to plan every meal. You don't have to plan every meal to a T. Think about what you typically like to eat for breakfast, what you usually eat for lunch, what you typically have for dinner. So a good way to do this is to take your entire budget for the month and split it into 30 days. So if you have a $300 budget for the month, then that's gonna give you $10 a day. $10 a day times 30 days is $300. Yeah, that's right. Take that $10 a day and think about, how can I split this $10 a day? $5 for dinner, maybe $3 for lunch, and $2 for breakfast. It's really not that difficult if you want to keep your grocery budget down. So for example, let's say that you like eating eggs. You can get a month's worth of eggs for maybe $6. And so your breakfast budget, if you eat eggs every single day, is not gonna be that expensive. But if you add milk to that, if you add bread to that, if you add cheese to that, for example, then your budget is gonna go a little bit higher. The more vegetables that you eat, the lower that your budget has to be. So it's a good thing, right? You eat healthy, you don't have to spend as much money. Now that you have your meals planned out and you have your grocery budget planned out, you are ready for step 3, which is batch cooking. Batch cooking is a great way to make sure that you're not running to the grocery store during the month. So this is something that I did. I decided to batch cook my meals so that I would be able to prevent myself from going to the grocery store. Every time I go to the grocery store, I tend to pick up something that I wasn't going there for, but it was on sale. And so I figure if I spend less time in the grocery store, I could spend more time saving. To do this, I just decided to batch cook. I bought a ton of stuff, everything that I needed for dinners for the entire month. So all of my ground turkey, all of my chicken, all of my vegetables, everything. And I chopped everything up, I pre-cooked a couple of items, and I threw everything in the freezer. So now most of the items that I need for the month are already prepared and are already cooked. It took a little bit of time and preparation to do this, but it's really going to work out in the end because I've saved so much money already. This month I spent half as much as I spent last month on groceries. So it's definitely possible to do, and I think that planning your grocery budget, batch cooking, and setting a budget really can help you to budget for groceries. And now you get a chance to dream of all the things you can do with that extra money. Do you have more questions about budgeting? Maybe you want to figure out how to budget for a car or budget for a house. I don't know, but if you do have questions, leave them in the comment box below. Just fill it up with any questions you have, any suggestions for upcoming videos. I had someone suggest a video on how to budget for an apartment, so thank you so much for your suggestion. Be sure to like this video if you liked it. Give it a thumbs up if it made you smile at any point or laugh or gave you some good information, and be sure to subscribe because I've got new videos coming out each Tuesday. Until next week, bye-bye.